shit. Lights, camera, action, it's a movie. Crayola M's, I want that blue cheese.
What's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiggs. I'm doing my own NBA power rankings for the NBA. 30 teams in 30 days. And let the countdown begin. Let's go!
He'll throw the lob and Gordon bursting it in. Goodness, what an athletic play by Aaron Gordon.
A little better lob pass than the one that Nick Vucevic threw. How about that? Behind his head.
Scubo screen a couple of times. Weber fights through. Hezonja back to Biz. He'll go up strong and hammer it. Bellinelli going back to the free throw line. Payton lobs it. Terrence Ross does the rest.
What a great job of communication to Terrence Ross. And again, the key here, Elfrid communicating, guys getting out ahead of him, running the floor.
Around the NBA, trying to catch every NBA venue with the Magic. That's a nice play. Ibaka with the pass to Vooch. Fournier looking for contact, no call. Vucevic, long-range jumper is good. Vucevic with a strong move, he powers it in. We were in LA against the Clippers the other night. Fournier driving. Vucevic from 20, got it. What a night for Nikola Vucevic. Knocked away. Evan got it back, scoops it in from under the rim. He just stayed with it. Not going to be denied.
The deck, and then Evan with the drive gets knocked away, and then he stays with it, fighting for the basketball.
Stuff. That three by Johnson, not so good for the Magic. Now a 4-point game. Evan Fournier comes right back with a big two. Fournier pressured by Tyler Johnson. Into the lane. Left-handed finish of beauty by Evan Fournier. Magic lead is 3 again. 1:07 left.
Magic gonna play this two-man game again.
Fournier drills it for three. Cold-blooded.
And then Fournier coming off the screen, letting that one go.
Good morning, people. You know who it is. It's Tay Wiggs coming live from the Man Cave as usual. For those not to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed to my Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. I keep you up to the latest scores and stats and news injuries around the 2017 summer free agency period that's going around as well. Right now, I'm doing the power rankings. Coming in at number 29 is the Orlando Magics. Last year, the Orlando Magic was 29-53 last year. In the Eastern Conference, they was 20-32. In the Southeast Division, they was 7-9. But the kicker is at home, they was 16-25. Away, they was 13-28. So with the draft picks they got in, with their 6th pick, Jonathan Isaac, then with their 33rd pick in the second round, Wesley Iwundu, I think these are going to be some great additions, especially Jonathan Isaac, who I like him a lot. Slam Slender built as a Kevin Durant. He's not the lethal scorer as KD, but he still needs improvement. I have seen him play in the Orlando Magic Summer League. I like his hustle and his tenacity on the defensive end as a part right now. The one thing he do need to improve on his game throughout the NBA in his rookie season. He has to pick up a couple of pounds. Hit the weights, because right now he has all the tools and the potential to be a great NBA player for years to come in the league. Wesley Iwundu, definitely another guy I have interest in with the Orlando Magic. He can shoot the ball real well. Like I said, he said this before, this draft class right here is very special. Like I said, I haven't seen a draft class this good probably in the last 3 to 4 years. And it was just so deep with so many different talented athletes out there. The way they can scrutinize the game and also penetrate to the basket. And they are like these guys here are more passive aggressive as well too. They look at other ways to get their teammates involved. One thing I noticed about the basketball game, how it evolved over the years, a lot of these players has played together in the AAU circuit, or they played together in high school. And not alone high school, some of them have played together too as well in the collegiate level as well. They keep some of that brotherhood togetherness tight. The one thing I do want to get into about the key additions that Orlando Magic did add to their team: point guard Shelvin Mack and small forward Jonathan Simmons. Great pickups, especially the Jonathan Simmons pickup, especially a guy who can play defense as well. But he's not a lethal scorer, and so is Shelvin Mack. He's not your lethal point guard, but he's a game manager. He can dictate the game at times. If you go to sleep on him, he can light you up. So I would give him an A for that one. Jonathan Simmons, I'm gonna give him an A across the board for that defense. Don't give up. He looks for the challenge to be good and great. And this Orlando Magic's roster right now make up DJ Augustine, Bismack Biyombo, aka the Biz, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, Mario Hezonja, Elfrid Payton, Terrence Ross, Donjon Ruiz, and Nikolai Vukovic. So you add these other 4 pieces to your team, and like I said, they won 29 games last year. And with the key departure of Jeff Green, they losing another 18 to 12 points per game of that player. So where do I see Orlando Magic coming in at this year? Like I said, none of these teams don't want to start none of their seasons off 0-4, 0-5. You have to get ready for the grind. You have to at least, folks, seriously, if my subscribers or first-time subscribers are watching this, you have to come out and set the tone early. You have to win your first 2 ball games to begin the year. You got to build that morale up. If you don't build that morale up and go down 0-2, 0-3, you in trouble. Especially in the division Orlando Magic's in with the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat. You cannot start the season off 0-3. Especially if you're in the same division with the Miami Heat as well. We're going to talk about them when I'm breaking them at as well. But right now, the Orlando Magic is where I'm focused on. I picked them as 29 on my power rankings. Some to disagree or some to agree. But that's how I feel, because their roster makeup, they still don't have that prime time superstar and also a lethal scorer. It's time for Elfrid Payton to step it up. It's time for a lot of guys to step it up. Can Aaron Gordon step his game up to the next level to make this Orlando Magic's team the Magic of old with the Dwight Howards and Jameer Nelson? Or you can go back further, back with the Penny Hardaways and Shaquille O'Neal days. So Orlando Magic still haven't recovered from that as well either. They're looking forward to make the playoffs for the first time in almost 8 years. So they have to come and bring it. Can't go to sleep out there. It's a young ball club, especially with the coach down there, Frank Vogel. I feel like since he came from Indiana, he's going to implement some of that Indiana Pacer offense and defense into that starting lineup with that team and for them bench guys. So I know Frank Vogel was a good coach. I know by watching him over the years coaching the Indiana Pacers, I know what to expect from him. He will get a hungry and much more aggressive team this year. This year I got him winning 31 games and losing 51. So I still don't see no difference. Same team. You just added 2 pieces. Who is not the cream of the crop guys that you look for on the basketball team. But it's one thing I'm going to say about Frank Vogel. He do get the most out of his guys while watching him coach in Indiana. So, therefore, like I said, got Orlando winning 31 games this year and losing 51. Last year, like I said, they was 29 and 53. So they're going to win 2 more games and lose less than 2 games. So I'm just seeing different things just going around the league. How can this Orlando Magic Ball Club be better? Elfrid Payton has to be more aggressive. So sometimes he's a little bit too passive. You just want to see him come in the zone and be more aggressive and scoring. Because guess what? He's the point guard and he's the quarterback of the team. He can lead them to a whole new, better place. It's just up to him if they start that season off fast. They got a knockdown 3-point shooter in Terrence Ross. And, he's athletic, can get to the hole easy. They got 2 dunkers, obviously. So I still I project their starting lineup to be something like this year. Point guard Elfrid Payton, You're going to have, what's the name at the 2, Evan Fournier, Jonathan Simmons at the 3. At the 4, you got to go Bismack Biyombo. And at the 5, you're going to have to go Nikola Vukovic. So it's just different things I'm just seeing from this team. Maybe you got you a nice post player in Vukovic. You got you a rim protector in Bismack. Got you a defender in Jonathan Simmons. You got you a scorer in Evan Fournier. And you got you a passer in Elfrid Payton. So like a good mixture, a combination of putting the team together. But the whole ordeal is, when you making that oatmeal, you pour the oatmeal in, then come the water, then whatever else you put in your milk or your strawberries, raspberries, bananas, you mix it up and make it come together. Can it taste good? That's what I'm saying about the Orlando Magic. Can you put this team together and make this team a well-oiled machine since the East is depleted? Someone has to chase the Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors. You guys have to be great. If you want to be great in the Eastern Conference, you have to beat some of the top dogs. If you can't beat none of these top dogs out of 3 to 4 times out of the season, your season is shot because Toronto is a top dog team, the Cavaliers is a top dog team, Boston Celtics is a top dog team, and the Washington Wizards is a top dog. If you can't beat none of them top 4 teams in the East out of these, those 16 games, you're not gonna beat these guys on a consistent basis. Out of 16 games, you can finish, like I said, in the Eastern Conference 20-32, and you hurting yourself if you want to make the playoffs. But like I said, if the Orlando Magic want to make this work, I'm just saying, compare this to oatmeal. You get that bowl, you pour that oatmeal in that bowl, them flakes. You get your water, your milk, your raspberries, bananas. You stir it all up, make it come together. Can they put this team together and take this team on to bigger and better heights for the Orlando Magic? Orlando Magic has a nice young ball club, but the whole ordeal is making these guys believe. Can they believe in one another to go into the next level to win games? That's the whole ordeal. If you don't believe, who will? Somebody got to set up in the locker room and take this team over and take it by storm. I'm looking for Nikola Vukovic to step up and take this team and put them on his shoulder and say, let's go. Be a leader of men to these young guys, especially Bismack Biyombo, another great piece I definitely do like. I do like him for a fact. So, different things we got to see from that ball club. I'm looking for Orlando Magic to have a nice year. But like I'm saying, 31 games not going to get it. In order for you to have a nice year, you have to start off fast. You can't come out to the gates running slow. Y'all know who I am. Until next time, I'm Tay Wiggs reporting live from the Man Cave as usual. Like I said, people, subscribe to that channel. At YouTube, hit that bell. And at Twitter, hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. Until next time, folks, I'm out of here. Peace.